I wanted to know how that would sound. Hello, and welcome to my channel. Welcome. Welcome. I am here now. And so are you. Wow, thanks. That's so cool. Thanks for being here with me. That feels really good. I'm a silly person, and I feel rather silly. So having someone else be silly with me, or witnessing my silliness, feels good. Because there's a lot of discomfort. There's a lot of discomfort that I'm still being me in. So look, my face is beet red. Okay, anyway. I am going to tell a story. And I'm really excited about it. This channel, it's in development. And it's really exciting because I'm starting to really get ideas and get kind of clarity on exactly what it is my heart wants to be doing. And initially it was kind of like, oh, just do it. That was the initial plunge, but now I'm like getting some really concrete ideas and things I'm excited about. So what I would really enjoy is I want an interactive experience. Participation will be great. When that happens, I will love that. But by interactive, I feel like I really want to talk to you and be with you and share with you. I feel this glowing feeling of my heart of connectivity that I don't know how to explain, because it's like I'm looking at my camera and my phone is recording. I'm seemingly alone, but I'm not. In the quantum, I feel you. You're here with me. You're here with me. I feel you, and it's so exciting, and that's why I get all like red and just excited. I'm thrilled. So, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to read this story. Today's source told me there is nothing that is unclean. And I'm going to go into that. But first, a story. Okay, settle in, get comfortable. It's actually not that long. Okay. I receive that I am early. No, not early exactly, but ahead along the path. As a scout, way shower, leader. For my brothers and sisters, I have good news for you. You shall not work so hard as I in your period of remembering. What others like to call ascension, my soul is fond of feeling it as the great remembering. As though it is a favorite story within her library of experience, it sits closely within her treasures. Similarly to the way we hold things we wish to cherish near to us, this story, the story of us, is seated within my heart's core and is the pride of my soul. Not pride in a sense that we know it. Sticky pages. But more of a sense of remembrance and honoring with surprise, for the outcome was not assured. My soul honors me now, for though I know not what, I have achieved something great. And though I wonder what it is, I am here to speak and to tell the story. So I shall. Long ago, I so love to say long ago. Long ago, we remembered. Longer ago than that, we had forgotten. But most of us know the story of our forgetting. In fact, our lives are rather focused upon the many journeys we may take to forget further still. I'm here to tell a new story. Well, not new per se. What I mean to say is that it is yet to be known by most of mankind. It's not unknown as in untold, for it has been told over and over and over again. What I mean by known is that it is yet to be much lived, experienced, known. Most of us are so very tired of the stories of forgetting, stories of remembering and forgetting again, remembering, forgetting, remembering with such a brilliant ray of clarity, piercing through your mind and into your life that you feel certain, yes, you shall remember this time. Surely, this time will be the last. You can finally create what you want for your life because you have the golden key. Does this feel familiar? Have you too walked a cyclical path or felt as Sisyphus, condemned to roll the boulder up the hill only to have it roll away again in some kind of maddening loop? Alas, I said I was not here to speak of forgetting, and I am not. I am here to tell the story of how we remembered. This is a story about how humanity got its mojo back. Dun dun dun! Chapter 1. Cleanliness. The soul recalls that there is nothing that is unclean. Nothing is impure in the mind and heart of God. And if you don't believe in God, there's nothing that is impure in this universe. And it is our belief in impurity that is what creates all of this nonsense and all of this forgetting. I'm fond of the word nonsense. I'm fond of the word fond. But I haven't written chapter 1 yet. But we're all collectively experiencing chapter 1 right now. And I spoke of this the other day when I talked about sifting, this process of purification that we're experiencing. This isn't purification for like anything but consciousness. There's no such thing as anything being unpure. And we have this idea, and maybe you could ponder for a minute where those things come from in your story. Like, what is the origin of that which is within you that you feel compelled to change or get rid of. You know, a lot of us have this like these things are such challenges and hurdles and obstacles, and we have to get rid of it in order to be free or whatever. So I invite you to go in and ask, like, what is? And we're not asking why. We don't want to know why. We don't want to just repeat the essence of these stories. But what? We say, what is the origin? It's a different sort of question because it takes us within ourselves and glimpsing that mirror will bring that clarity of remembering, those moments of remembering that I mentioned earlier. And the reason why I'm asking this particular question is because as we familiarize ourselves with our inner life, our inner journey, our innermost being, we feel some space in our lives, some space within ourselves, some compassion and peace. Yesterday, Source said to me, it doesn't matter if you understand or do not understand. What matters is that you feel at peace. And those have been my instructions, no matter what's going on, is to just kind of cultivate peace. And I know that's challenging. I'm not speaking to this like willy-nilly, as if my life is just, oh, la-di-da, everything's so great. No, I'm a human being. I have shadow material. I'm a human being living in this time of remembering. But I can speak to the art of letting go, the art of allowing, the art of breath. And when Spirit says to me, there is nothing that is impure, what it's speaking to me is that there is no separation, there is no distinction. We've heard this before. There's no right nor wrong, there just is what is. And we hear these concepts and these spiritual teachers and masters speaking to this, but humanity is poised to remember this within themselves as an individual. So it's no longer a concept that we're hearing something that's outside of us that we're trying to adopt. It's like you feel it within you, this tremendous sense of peace that all is as it shall be. The universe is perfect as it is. It's perfectly ordered. And I'm struggling to listen to the voice of my spirit and truly channel what it wants to say, because I mean, and this is the reason why I haven't taken really any action towards my videos being seen, other than to like my friends who were like, yeah, I made this thing. But it's because the outrage, the sheer the outrage and the audacity I have to proclaim these things. But it is the peace of my heart and the peace of my spirit that I'm tapping into when I say this, and I feel it, and I know it to be true. I know it to be true. Like the moment we turn our attention away from the stories and turn our attention away from this concept that there is anything that could not be God or source, or that, like, you know, oh God, when I was growing up, there was this scripture. It was something about, like, we are but filthy rags blowing upon the wind, or something like that. In the mind of God, or God, I don't even know. It just broke my heart as a child. First of all, I knew that fundamentally that was incorrect. Like, my soul was like, no, don't believe that. That's nonsense. And my vulnerability, the part of me that also was experiencing being judged and cast out in the community where I lived, like the culture and environment was very disclusive for little Christy. So I felt that. I felt very unclean. In fact, I had this, like, obsessive compulsive drive. Like, when I was younger, I used to bathe 2 or 3 times a day and, like, wash my hair with soap 2 or 3 times a day. And it was really intense, you know. Like, sometimes I would, if I could, I would buy new clothes because the clothes at the store didn't have my energy. I would try on new things and feel relief that it didn't feel like me. And I would put on my own garments after trying it on, and it just felt like, I have to put me back on. And just the other day, I was kind of marveling at that. And so here we are now. Like I said the other day, we're awakening to the fact that we're in a completely different space. Energetically, we're awakening to things aren't what they were. Whether we understand why it's different or not, it doesn't really matter. Whether you believe it's different or not, that doesn't matter either. It's just like, you're experiencing it anyway. Whether you believe it or not, or choose to participate on a conscious level or not, you're in it. And I invite you, as a being, as a living being, I invite you to try on the concept that you are pure. There is nothing about you to fix or change or alter. That is not to say that you'll cease being unchanging. That's, everything is unchanging. We're perpetually in bloom, and that's my point. That's the point my soul is speaking through me, wanting to share, is that you are ever in bloom. Every moment you are new. So at any moment you can choose to embody the essence of purity that you truly are. I don't know what's gonna happen. Speaking to myself, and what I'm doing right now. I really love doing this. I really love sharing. I have this feeling in my heart, like I talked about the other day, just like breathing into it. I have this fear that I'll forget. Oh, it's so painful. It's a deep gouge. I have a fear that I will forget and disallow myself to share. I am the happiest. I am so alive. When I do this, you can see it, right? I can see it looking at the reflection of myself. I feel this glow about me, and it's because I am tapped into my soul. This is what it wants to be doing, creating and sharing and participating and connecting with you. And my fear is that I'll take it away from myself again. How many of you have had that experience where it is you know what you love doing? You know that it brings you to life. And you're just thinking about doing it fills you with this like excitement, like like you could leave, like, yes, this is what I was born to do, this is what I want to do, this is what just completely fills me and sustains me and gives me all this energy where I just want to run around and, like share that exuberance and share whatever it is that you're doing with others. How many of you have that, have a connection like that, and for whatever reason don't allow it? Don't allow yourself to participate with it. Don't allow yourself to do it. Don't have time for it. To me, that's the same as not allowing whatever it is that we allocate to be our reasoning for the thing not happening. Even external circumstances, those external circumstances are merely a manifestation of our own blockages that we allow intrusively to withhold. And you're seeing me go through this fear of withholding because I have, up until this point, had bursts of allowing and then back into withholding. And I think for me, it's like the vulnerability and the fear of myself embodied as my joy. Like, it's I'm sure, I know people resonate with that too, like when you do the thing and it's like, oh, I did the thing, and you scare yourself, or like you're afraid of your own authenticity, afraid of your own walking in your truth and power and all of that. But like, I'm so over it, and I know you are too, or you wouldn't be watching this. So let's celebrate that we have each other and celebrate that we're on this beautiful planet ascending in consciousness, remembering who we are and what it is we stand for. That's one of my favorite quotes. These guys seen Gentleman Broncos, and her son's like 15 or 16, 15, getting on the bus. She's like, I love you, baby. Remember who you are and what it is you stand for. I just love that so much, as you can tell. Well, anyway, let us stand in our light, stand in our humanity, and continue breathing in the essence of what it is that we are. We're just light, y'all. We're just souls walking around in a wetsuit. I say wetsuit because did you know that your spinal fluid is very similar to ocean water? True, it's facts. I can't remember the exact details, but it's actually way more fascinating than what I just said because it has something to do with our, like, the molecules and everything. It's really cool. You should maybe Google it. I'm gonna stop talking soon. Or maybe I'll show you one of my favorite crystals. This is watermelon tourmaline. What I love about it is that it's pretty. It's like a Jolly Rancher. Do you guys remember Jolly Ranchers? Like, I don't eat stuff like that anymore, but holding this, it just kind of feels like a piece of candy, and I want to stick it in my mouth. They have this crystal at the rock shop that looks just like an ice cube, and I want it so bad, and I saw it yesterday for the first time, and I was so excited. I am a child in those situations where I was like, oh, I want to put that in my mouth so bad. But it literally looks like an ice cube. And those of you who know me, I have this thing for, I just love ice anyway. Reformed. My ice addiction is in remission. Anyway, yes, this is watermelon tourmaline. It interacts with the heart. Okay, I love you. Bye.